Welcome. Here are your directions for Wednesday, September 23rd for science. Go into courses, pick your period that you have science. You will open week 3 Wednesday. And the first thing you'll want to do is take attendance. It's just a simple question. Would you rather question? Please take the time to do that so you are marked present for class today. And then you're going to select Student Pond Exploration. This is a document that is similar to the slides, but it's now a document. So what you'll need to do is hit My Document. And if you do not see your submission there, you might need to connect with your Google Drive. Make sure you're always using the same Google Drive. Or you can click here where it says Can't See Your Document, and that will ask you to connect. When you're done, you'll return back to Schoology and submit assignment here. I'm going to click on the blue square, open an app, and this has my directions that I will follow for today. You'll type in your name. To type in a box, you just double tap in the orange box and the keyboard will come up for you to type. So the directions say enrolling in Explore Learning. So follow these simple steps to enroll in your teacher's class. Open Safari side by side with this document and go to explorelearning.com. So I'll slide my bottom up. I will select Safari and bring that over to the side, whichever side you prefer. I will type in Explore Learning.com. That will get me to a page that looks like this. It may or may not have a simple spot showing up that says enroll in class. If you don't see anywhere initially to enroll in the class, you'll select the person and then it will give you a blue button to enroll in the class. And a lot of times I like to slide this over so I have a little bit more room, and you'll type your class code in this space that is given to you. Hour 2 and hour 4. Each hour will have a different class code. Please make sure you're using your correct code. You will log in and create an account. Once you have an account, then when you go to this page, you'll be entering your login account every time. We will be using this quite a bit because this is how we will have our labs. Since we can't have them in person, these have great digital labs that we will be using. Once you log in, you'll see a page that looks like this. Feel free to look at the help articles if you'd like. Otherwise, I have the directions for you in the document that you downloaded. Make sure you write down your username and password so that you always have that. You'll hit launch, and that will take you to our pond ecosystem. The directions are on the left. Follow your directions. There's a link here for the vocab, open link, and that will take you to a sheet that has your vocabulary words if you'd like to refer to those. To go back, you're going to hit Docs in the way upper left, and that will take me back to this document. So the first part, do these before you do the gizmo. They're just 2 questions, no wrong answers here. Just think about it and give a thoughtful answer. Next thing, our gizmo warm-up. The Pond Gizmo lets you study pond as an ecologist would. Each of the tools can be dragged to the pond to take measurements. So just as a soda contains carbon dioxide, pond water also contains dissolved oxygen. For the unit measuring the concentration or amount of oxygen is parts per million. Drag the oxygen gauge to the pond. What is the concentration of oxygen? So here on the right side it says oxygen, and that would be this tool. You drag that in and it says 4.04 parts per million. So then in this box here, double tap on it so that you can type in the box, and you would type in 4.04 parts per million. ppm stands for parts per million. Then the directions say drag the fishing pole to the pond and select play. So the fishing pole is here. I bring that up to the pond, and now I can go fishing. And I will hit the play button and see what happens for the first 4 hours. And that's what you'll do, and record how many fish you caught. So that you will continue doing and work through that. And that's just a warm up for this activity. Then you're going to do activity A day in the life of the pond. If you'd like to explore and do some different things, there is a lot of different options to do. You can take away the farms, you can select different ponds. There's lots of different ponds to choose from, and you'll be able to explore how the temperature and the dissolved oxygen, the amount of fish you can catch in a pond, is affected by different factors. And so that's the basic lab that you'll do. Please follow the directions in introduction. Take the time to read each of the directions, answer each of the questions. You're going to have 3 different ponds. And then when you get down to here, I have 2 major questions I need you to answer. How did the abiotic factors, the non-living factors of the oxygen and the temperature, affect the number of fish in a pond? And how did the number of farms affect the biotic factors, the fish, and the abiotic factors, the dissolved oxygen and temperature? So those are the 2 key ideas that you will explore, collect data on, and answer for this lab. If you are interested, there are 2 more options of labs down below. You have advanced option activity below this. So activity B is fishing, and there's some questions for you to answer in some different ponds. And activity C is your optional advanced option, and that's looking at dissolved oxygen. And again, the directions just take you through the lab for you. When you are done, you hit the check box up at the top, go back out of this, and then you'll go back to Schoology, and you'll submit your assignment.